Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is a planting video for today. So we'll be discussing everything plants, especially if you've seen the title, My Wishlist Plants. Now, as a newbie into this whole plant journey of a thing, I'm sure you can imagine I have a lot of plants on my wish list. And I've realized that I'm not a plant snob. A couple of things I've realized on my plant journey so far. I'm not a plant snob. I like my plants green and dark foliage, and I like trees, and I like color as well. Anyways, yeah, let's get on with the video. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spending your day with me today. We on this channel are typically a sewing channel, so my sewbies, if you're here, please hang out. I mean, if you're anything like the me of before, you know absolutely nothing about plants. You think all plants are green, green on the front, green on the back, green on the stem, green on the roots maybe. But if you just stick around, I will show you some interesting foliage, because this is another thing I found out about myself in this plant journey so far. I like strange looking leaves. And also, if you're not into plants, you would think that the blooms, the flowers are everything. But part of the thing I had with plants was that the blooms didn't really smell so much. I mean, some of them looked pretty, and if you're like hibiscus, rose, we're so used to seeing all those, you know. I didn't really know any other flowers or plants had blooms, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, foliage is king as far as I'm concerned, and I like them alieny looking and all that good stuff. So let's get into the video, and tell me, like, as I'm watching the video, like, is there like any plant that you saw and you're like, damn, I didn't know this kind of thing existed in real life, or anything like that? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video where you share fun stuff. Now let's truly get on. First genus of plants I like are the snake plants. They're also called sansevierias. They've recently been classified into dracaenas, and they're also called mother-in-law's tongue. Okay, there's the typical ones. They grow in Africa, and if you're a Nigerian, it is your duty to have either one of these plants. Either the really common ones are the Laurentii and the Xylenica. I have both. But the ones I want are the Sansevieria Whitney and the Sansevieria, I think it's called Green Goddess. Like I said, dark foliage. These look dark green, and I love them. Moving on to the next type of plants that I like cacti, which is plural for cactus, and I've always had them around. Those were the other plants I found out that bloom, because my mom is into plants. She has a garden. She had them when we were growing up, and she likes cacti. So I have seen these prickly pear cacti bloom, and I got some from her over Christmas holidays, and I propagated them. There's a video on that, and I've planted them. I will show you. There's a video on that as well, but I have not uploaded it, so I'll show you guys when that is ready. But the ones that I want is called the Eve's Needle Crested, and I will put their scientific names and their common names for you guys, so you can see them, and in case you want to look for them, it's called the Eve's Needle Crested or crest. And yeah, alien looking plant. It's called the brain cactus as well, which you can understand why if you look at it. And there are a lot of things that are called brain cactus. I think it just has to do with the swirly nature of the plant. Hopefully very soon I will get one of these plants. The next one is the Sirius Fabaceae spiralis. This is another one that I like. They grow in the ground, they grow up tall, you know, and they're spirally. Another nice looking, like strange looking, interesting looking plant, cacti. Yeah. Then the next ones I like is called the Astrophytum Asterix or I'm going to be butchering the names. I'm sorry. I will put pictures and names so that you can see what they look like. So these ones, obviously all plants came from outside. They came from the ground. But I would leave this cactus in a pot because I really don't know how big it would grow. So I think in a pot where you can look at it and move it around. There's another of these Astrophytum ones, which is the myristogems or something. It's called the bishop's cap, and you see why I like them as well. These Astrophytums are hard to come by because they take such a long time to grow. Most people will get them from seeds. So yeah. Anyways, next category of plants that I like is the philodendrons. And don't get me wrong, I don't like every plant in the philodendrons because this is another set of plants that is grown for their foliage because some of the leaves get so tall, like they're taller than people. Leaves are taller than people, yes, if you can imagine. So the ones, I do have a philodendron. I have a Philodendron Pink Princess. It's the star of the philodendron lineup, or one of the stars I should say. And I mean, I like it, but of course it's now making me want the Philodendron White Princess, which is also a star. But typically people like pink variegation before the white variegation. I don't know why. Although the pink variegation does look nice, I wouldn't have minded the white over the pink, but it is what it is. So next up we have the Philodendron Florida Beauty, and this is why I say foliage is king. Like, look at that. It looks, I don't know if it looks like a horse's face or like a dragon's face. I don't know what it is, but I like the look of it. It's actually an expensive plant. Like, you can't really get it. Oh, I'm sorry, you can get it, but it's expensive. Okay, you're talking of a couple of hundreds of dollars. And yeah, but I'm not a plant snob. I like my plants cheap. I like them expensive. So long as it looks nice to me, I will get them. Now for other big boy philodendrons, and by big boy I mean more expensive, more rare. Okay, we have the Philodendron Red Heart, again with the green dark foliage, but this one has a splash of red in the middle. At least when they're coming out, by the time they're fully grown, they are dark green foliage, and they kind of have this roundish shape, which I don't mind. Unlike the other philodendrons that are really long, I don't think that's kind of my jam. No, those ones, I'll be like, what space would you have for those unless they were outside in an outside garden or something? I think. Although some people do have them indoors. Your preference, really. The next one is the Philodendron Majesty. Okay, there's another big boy, and I've heard that all the pictures you see on Instagram and online don't do it justice, that it is absolutely phenomenal. Looks almost black with black petioles, you know, and I just feel like that would pop against any background you have in your house. The next philodendron, it's kind of like it's kind of a long leaf, but it's alien looking. Like, I saw it and I'm like, another alien. Like, it almost looks alien. It almost looks like there's something wrong with it. It has like the Philodendron Florida Beauty leaf shape, but longer, and it's called the Philodendron Jerry Horn. Okay, this is a very rare, very expensive plant, and I like to own it. Okay, next group of plants are the begonias. I like the begonias. they don't look like every other plant out there. They have different coloring to them. They're not just green. You know, it is about the foliage, but foliage with a little bit extra thing. Okay, so I'm going to ease you guys in nicely. First we have is the zip begonia, and this one is kind of like green leafed, but it's got a red dot in the middle where the petiole meets the leaf, and the petiole itself is red. So I like this if you're not into crazy looking plants, you know, you're not into all that color, but you just want a bit. I think this is fine. This is fine. Oh, and by the way, guys, I really don't know how many plants I have on this list. Such is my wish list, but yeah. The next begonia is the angel wing begonia, and guys, this is like Instagram worthy plants. Anywhere you see it on Instagram, it's beautiful. Like did you know, tell me the truth in the comment section, did you know that there were polka dot plants existing in the world with you and I never knew that till I saw this plant. And it's an angel wing begonia because you can see, you know, like the angel wings, the back has the red splash on it, and it's beautiful. There's actually a bat wing begonia, angel wing, bat wing. I think I'll put a picture for you guys. You see that. Having both of them would not be bad. Would not be bad at all. The next begonia I like is the Begonia lugonis. Like, honestly, guys, I just want to find whoever created this. I don't even know if it exists like this in real life, or if someone created it. You know, tissue cultures and all that. People are into making different kind of propagations and variegations. I don't know, but if this existed in nature like this, wow, guys. If someone created it, extra wow. I'm like, how did your brain get to figure all that out? So I like it. Is a fluorescent, you know, that whole blue thing. There's one really popular picture on Instagram, but guys, I've heard there's a little bit of catfish to this plant. I've heard that it only fluoresces like that in some types of light. So like even like the light on your phone wouldn't even get it to look that way. So maybe it's been really edited and all that good stuff for the gram. I don't know, but I like to have it. I like to see it in person. Blue leaf plants. That is crazy. The next category is one that I'm not really a fan of. Like, honestly, plant guys, like plant heads out here, explain to me the fascination with Hoyas, because I don't get it. I truly do not get it. Okay, the only Hoya I like, the only two of them I like, is the Hoya compacta. And if you look at it again with the strange leaf shape, it's curly. I don't even like hanging plants. A lot of these philodendrons are trailing, meaning they will have aerial roots and climb up stuff. I don't like any of that. I prefer my plants to just be there, you know, like grow on your own. Don't expect me to be helping you out, you know. But I don't mind. I'd rather have a trailing plant than a hanging plant, because I don't even like floating shelves. Like, I know I'm weird. I don't like floating shelves. I will give exceptions for paintings on the wall, but I don't like things on the wall. I don't like hanging things. So where am I going to put it? But I will give exception to this Hoya compacta, because again, I love the shape of the leaves and all that good stuff. The next Hoya, and I just got into this one recently. I think it's called the Hoya Rexam or Raxam or Saxam. I'll have the name and the picture up for you guys. And that's because it does not look like a plant. And I'm serious, guys. It does not look like a plant. It looks like something foreign. It looks like someone cut something out of wood and stuck it on a plant. Crazy looking, like, but I want it. Because of that, I want it. Okay, next category is the oxalis. And guys, when you say plants have wings and fly, this is it. I do have an oxalis I got from my mom as well, but it's the regular one, the purple oxalis, or they're called fake shamrock or something like that. But the one I want, I think it's the variegated one because it's got 2 shades of purple in it. So, and I've seen a bit of that in Nigeria, so I'm looking for who is selling to buy. Then the next one, also in the oxalis family, is called the Christia obcordata. Guys, look at this plant. No, just look at that plant and tell me you're not in love. Just no words. Look at it, absorb, and fall in love the way I have. The next group of plants, I don't get why in the plant community it's not that loved, because I love this plant. I love this plant. I love this plant. It looks like it's on fire. I have one. It's called the croton, and I think it's location based because in the US I heard it's used as hedges and stuff like that. But in Nigeria here, I've seen some plants that, you know, people who are not in Nigeria or in Africa grow and they're used as hedges on here, and I'm like, even if you threw that plant at me for free, I would duck. I would dodge. Nothing will make me have that plant. But a croton, guys, I'm serious. I have one here which is just the regular one that grows in Nigeria. I'll show you guys a picture of it fully grown and an adult. It looks like it's on fire. It looks like the plant caught fire. It's beautiful. But the one I want is called the Thai red apple. The Thai red apple, guys, I mean, look at it. Just look at that plant. It looks like a cabbage. Like a cabbage that you open up and just leave standing up. It looks beautiful. Dark, deep dark, almost black foliage. And yeah, like I said, I love it. Then the next one, alien looking plant. Alien looking, I promise you. It's called the mother-daughter croton. Look at it, guys, and tell me it doesn't look like an alien. Tell me it doesn't look like it's from outer space. Tell me. If you've made it to the point in this video, please just go in the comment section and tell me yes or no if it looks like it's an alien plant. The next plant is called the Xanthosoma albomarginata, or the Mickey Mouse plant. Again, plant that looks like it has got something wrong with it. Like it's diseased or something. But this plant doesn't look like a Mickey Mouse to me. Maybe they're thinking of the ears, but it looks like a stingray fish to me, like in water. It's even have the tail, I think. Look at it, guys, and honestly lovely looking plants with all the variegation on it. I don't know if the variegation is stable or not. I don't even know if it's an easy plant to take care of, but I want it, and I want it right now. The next plant is the Anthurium pedoratum. And again, pedo, feet, like you have your pedicures and stuff. And I just think this plant is a conversation starter. I love the way the leaves come out. The bigger the plant, the more stripes or the pedal it has. And foliage, people, foliage is king. Write that in the comment section. Foliage is king. The next plant is called the this is one that I have problems with. It's called the Epiprenum pinnatum. I've seen it somewhere called the Philodendron pinnatum, but it's called the skeleton key plant. And guys, this is very apt. Another diseased looking plant. Like, it looks like those, you see all those horror movies where the skeleton key is going in and it's turning, and yeah, it does look like a skeleton. It looks like, yeah, and I love it. Tell me why, because even I don't know. I'm sure that people out there, like, if you're like me, if you're a plant head and you're like me and you love strange looking foliage, put a hands up emoji in the comment section. I would love to see that. If you're a soul farm and you're thinking, I might also like the, alien looking foliage, hands up in the comment section. The next plant, which I absolutely love, is a tree. It's called the Ficus elastica ruby. I have a Ficus elastica variegated, not to be confused with the Teneki. Okay, but if you follow me on my plant Instagram, you will see that I got the Ficus elastica Abidjan and I was water propagating it, which I don't think is good for like tree plants, because the water just doesn't have enough nutrients for them to push up, especially if they have like big leaves and stuff like that. Just put them in soil immediately. So all that propagation is dead because the water evaporated, because this time of the year when you guys are having your winters, we are having sun but low humidity. I'm talking like 20% humidity. But in Nigeria, typically you would get 60-70% humidity on a good day. Okay, so that's it for that. Down to the honorable mentions, guys. We have the Scindapsus exotica. It's another trailing plant that I just got into. I think I'm gonna get one soon. But again, the foliage, it looks nice. It didn't make the top wishlist plants, but it looks nice. And I heard they're easy to propagate and they grow really nice in a pot, so I like them. The next one is the Plea pepermoides. I think it's also called the Chinese money tree because it grows into a tree and it looks like an alien. It looks like an alien saucer. I think it's called alien something as well. Just imagine that in your home, outside, and people passing by and they're like, did an alien drop here? Did an alien drop into your house? You can plant it outside in the ground, works fine. The next one is the Christmas or Easter cactus. This blooms so lovely, but it is a hanging plant, which is why it's not really there for me as far as cacti go. But like some bloom in Christmas, some bloom in Easter. They're actually two different ones. In the shape, I don't really know, I can't really differentiate the shape, but I heard the shapes are different and they bloom at different times. Then finally, we have the Dieffenbachia reflector, which, as the name suggests, it reflects. I think this one reflects more than the Begonia, Luponia, or Lupinis, or whatever that one was. But yeah, Dieffenbachias generally are very sturdy plants. They like shade. I have one here which I also got during Christmas from my mom, and it's doing so well. I've split it in two roots within a couple of days. There's another one I saw, but it's not making this list because I feel like I'm going to get it real soon. It's called the Dieffenbachia Green Magic. Lovely, guys, lovely. And with that, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for sticking around. Love you guys. Please tell me, like, what do you think of my list? Do you think I'm reaching too far? Do you guys have any of these plants? If you're a plant head, my soul farm, did you know that any of these plants existed with you in real life? Tell me the ones you like. Tell me the ones you didn't like. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video where you share fun stuff. My plant heads, check out other videos in the channel. This is actually a sewing channel. This is mostly what we do on here. Check it out. Sew a skirt, start something. I hope I convinced you to start a a new hobby, sewing, you know, sew some skirts. I have a skirt sewing playlist. Check it out. And thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next video.